With so many people and so much movement on the planet, it may be difficult to imagine and understand that the world did not always look like it does now. Long before the United States became a country, before cars and bright lights, skyscrapers, many of the everyday things we are used to, the land of North America was filled with another group of people making their way through history, a group that still thrives today.
The Pueblo people were hunters and farmers. The name Pueblo means village. Their environment, climate, clothing, homes, food, tools, and religion all helped to shape who they were and who they are today as they continue to honor many traditions and beliefs of the past. The Pueblo people lived in the canyons of Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. Many lived in villages and benefited from the resources provided by the Rio Grande, while others survived with much less water, a place where the land is dry, rocky, and spotted with cactus, lizards, and snakes.
The climate was often hot and dry, but despite the hard conditions and little water, they were successful farmers because they irrigated the land, which is a way to transfer water from one place to another. The environment and climate of any group of people determines the type of clothing they need to survive. For example, the average temperature in territory occupied by the Pueblo people was around 75 degrees. In Wisconsin, winter temperatures can reach below 0 degrees, each location requiring specific clothing needs in order to stay safe. The Pueblo were no different. They wore mantas, breechcloth, kilts, leggings, sandals, and moccasins, many made from the cotton that they grew themselves. This allowed them to thrive in the hot and arid conditions. Their surroundings most certainly shaped their lifestyle.
Pueblo people lived in multi-level adobe houses made from clay and straw baked into hard bricks and stone. Wooden ladders were used to move from level to level. Within their homes were special rooms called kivas, often used for religious ceremonies and important meetings. Each pueblo was separate and led by an elected governor and council to make decisions on behalf of the tribe.
The Pueblo were a farming people. They planted corn, beans, and squash. They had cotton, tobacco, and raised turkey for their meat. They gathered nuts, fruits, and herbs. And while the men hunted deer and antelope, it was farming that gave them a surplus of food, which meant survival in times of drought. Tools were very important to the success of the Pueblo people. They used what resources were available.
The farmers had rakes made from deer antlers and hoes made from buffalo bones. They used a sled-like device called a travois that was pulled by dogs to help them carry heavy loads. Pueblo hunters used bows and arrows, and during times of war, Pueblo men fired their bows or fought with spears and war clubs.
Central to the Pueblo people was religion. They believed in many gods. In addition, spirits called kachinas were an important part of the way in which they saw the world. They believed that kachinas would visit the world of the living once a year and enter the bodies of kachina dancers, who would dress up in feathers, painted masks, often in the form of birds or wolves. The Pueblo called on these spirits to bring rain, help crops grow, heal the sick, find animals to hunt, and bring good fortune to the tribe.
In the 1500s, the Spanish conquistadors came to convert the Pueblo to Christianity. Many fought against them but were eventually unsuccessful. Even though most of the Pueblo land was controlled by the Spanish, they still exist in the present. Today they are farmers, educators, artists, business people, and leaders in the community. More than 60,000 Pueblo people live in 32 Pueblo communities in New Mexico and Arizona. Many speak several languages in addition to one of the 6 different Pueblo languages. Though times have changed, they still hold on to traditions of the past, traditions that have an important impact on their future.